Amongst the poorest of the poor in the vast nation of India works an organization that helps restore dignity and gives the marginalized confidence to face the world. That organization is TDSS.
TDSS stands for Training for Development Scholarship Scheme. In course of time, as we founded a trust, we changed it to Training for Development Scholarship Society.
The guiding vision of TDSS is to restore dignity to human beings who are deprived of their rights due to the prevalent unjust socio-economic order or are ill-equipped to develop their hidden potential. It does this by promoting education for development through constructive action for social change, by creating awareness of the causes and effects of the unjust structures of society, by empowering the underprivileged with requisite knowledge, skills and attitudes, by identifying and supporting individuals and groups in both rural and urban areas committed to work with and for the poor and the marginalized like Dalits, women, tribals and children. It seeks to promote their liberation from poverty, illiteracy, injustice and caste oppression in order to bring about their socio-economic transformation and make them self-reliant.
The more famous groups will always get help from organizations because they'll have credibility and so on. But what about young talent whom no one knows? They want to do something but nobody wants to help because they are individuals. So we said, wherever there is talent and initiative, let's take a risk and help them.
Today, 55 years after independence, despite tremendous advances in IT and biotech and massive gains in the service sector, India is still home to nearly a third of the world's poor, 2/3 or more of whom live in rural areas. Here, caste retains its stranglehold on society and Dalits or scheduled castes and scheduled tribes like the Pardis still live on the outskirts of villages in hamlets or vastis. It is amongst these that TDSS locates its initiatives for development.
A society is as strong as its weakest link. And so we thought of women, we thought of Dalits, we thought of tribals. Can we concentrate more on this? Not just economic empowerment, but also empowerment of women, political awareness, community formation. How could we get these people to work together, not work against one another? One of the things that TDSS kept throughout was that we are working not for Christianity or for any other religion. We are working with people of goodwill, with all religions. We would like to get the best of all religions helping out here in the progress of our country.
It is said that the Dalit of the Dalit are women from these communities, often combating caste and sex-based exploitation and discrimination. Many women are widows as young as 22. Their husbands die early of a plethora of diseases brought on by lifelong malnutrition, alcoholism and working in unsafe conditions. Many women are abandoned by their husbands. A few have what can be termed a normal marriage. Most of these women are illiterate.
The focus on women is because women are the most marginalized, not only in India, but throughout the world. They constitute half the population of the human race, and they are responsible for the inputs for human well-being, and yet they do not get the benefits that should accrue to them. In India, women are marginalized on various counts. They suffer not only economic disabilities, but they suffer social disabilities. The caste system impinges on their rights. Tradition puts up many barriers to their existence and to their freedom in society.
It is amongst these women that TDSS does its work. It organizes them into self-help groups, SHGs or Bachat Ghats and gives them a helping hand to pick themselves up and walk. Working with local communities in remote regions, TDSS brings hope to those that had none, empowering those who had no power and educating those who had no future. In this film, we shall see the work of TDSS in transforming communities and ensuring that today is better than yesterday and tomorrow brings hope to those who have nothing.
Today there are many questions about development. First of all, everybody is asking what exactly is development? For whom is that development? Who benefits from development? So it is important to really know what we mean by development. Development for us is social development and human well-being. It is sustainable development. It is a process where the human being is at the center of development. And it is a process in which the human being participates in the development of his own capacities, the development of the community, and the development of the wider society. Now we are working in 3 states of India, Maharashtra, Goa and Karnataka. Within each of these there is tremendous scope for expansion. When I took over TDSS, we had very few projects in Maharashtra, even though we were spread through the rest of India. Today, we have many more points on the map of Maharashtra, where we are located, where our individual scholarship activists work, as well as where our projects for development are located. So I see the expansion not in terms of, say, geographical boundaries, but within the state itself, within these 2 states, particularly Karnataka and Maharashtra, there is plenty of scope for expansion.
TDSS works with grassroots organizations across these regions to ensure integrated development. Using an integrated development approach, TDSS brings about a step-by-step, self-sustaining and holistic change in the lives of the least privileged. In this film, we will look at some of the integrated development projects undertaken by TDSS in rural Maharashtra. TDSS systematic intervention ensures that today is better than yesterday and tomorrow brings hope to those who yesterday had none. The focus is the hardcore poor widowed women and the marginalized whom it aims to empower through the